You're live, Ellen.
All right. Welcome to Ageless Grace. We'll get started in a minute as soon as our live participants come in. So welcome to Ageless Grace. We're just allowing time. We have a little bit slower entry into the classes now for security reasons, as you may have noticed. So we'll allow more time for people to come in. All right. So how's everybody doing this morning? Are you ready for a fun workout, I hope? Just a little slow for people coming in now. So because we have our waiting room process. And so I'll just say a few things. The recording is already on. I'm Ellen Shapiro. I'm here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And it's a beautiful sunny morning here. And we're going to do some Ageless Grace. As I said, we are being recorded already. And welcome to anyone that may be watching on the live stream. There's a message here from Max, our teaching assistant. And if you need help with Zoom or anything else like that, he can help you. And if you look in the chat, you'll see also the email address to request the recording of this class. So one of the great things is that if you like Ageless Grace, get the recording and you can move with it. So, all right, people are coming in kind of slowly, but I will just start my introduction to Ageless Grace, and anybody who misses it, it's pretty self-explanatory, but just to know what it is and why we're moving in this way. So we're going to move in a chair, and we're going to do different movements to music. And the movements are designed to, you'll see in some of these movements, like activities of everyday life done in, because we do things sitting in a chair, we work different parts of the brain. It's unfamiliar. You know, what do you do in a chair? You sit, you eat, you watch something, you know, it's pretty passive. So the idea of moving, exercising in a chair makes the brain and the body work in different ways. And that's the premise behind Ageless Grace, is that by moving in these novel ways, we create new brain pathways. So that helps with everything that we rely on our brains for. So logic, strategic thinking, like figuring out what to do, in what order, creativity and imagination, memory and recall, which we'll all get concerned about as we get older, creativity and imagination, maybe I said that one already, that's probably my favorite, and kinesthetic learning, which is learning movement, but also learning through moving your body. So that's the idea behind Ageless Grace. It is a whole system, and it's been researched by a brilliant woman who created this because she really wanted to help people keep really great vital brain function as they age. And she was already a movement teacher. She studied this and came up with Ageless Grace. So we get to do that today. And some of it, again, is creative and using your imagination. So, you know what happens when we get to be grown-ups, right? Most of us stop playing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry to be late.
That's okay. You're perfectly on time right now. And so for anybody that, I just want to mention this because what she said about late, you just made it, because what we've been doing with, again, for security reasons, is that when people come in past 5 minutes, past the start time, they won't be allowed in. If that happens to you, you can send an email to the help at Get Set Up and they'll get you in, but it delays things. So try and get here, you know, by the hour. You can open up the Zoom, walk away and come back as the class starts, just to make sure that that doesn't happen to you. Okay, so yeah, so I was explaining a little bit more about Ageless Grace. So, okay, good. Thanks, Max. So Max put in the chat the email, or you can even just pick up the phone and call that number and somebody will help you. Of course, the people who are seeing this, I think the people, maybe I'm wrong, but I think the people who are not being let in won't see that message, but just so I don't know exactly how all that works. But anyway, everybody I'm talking to is in the class. Welcome. I'm glad you made it. But again, just keep that in mind, that we're not trying to be like, you know, tough on you. We're actually trying to prevent people that have been disrupting some of our classes from coming in, and this is part of our security for doing that. All right, Ageless Grace. So we move in a chair, and you want to have a chair that is not too soft that you're going to sink back into it. You want a little support under you. And of course, something that feels stable. If your chair is a little wobbly, get a different one, because we want to feel supported in the chair. We don't have to think about that. But yeah, I was saying that, like, this is one of the things that happens when we get to be grown-ups. We tend to like get very serious and we're not supposed to play anymore. Hopefully that didn't happen to you, but it does happen to a lot of people. And you know, living life as a grown-up gets to be a pretty serious business sometimes. So this is about recovering our playfulness too, and recovering like that part of our brains and our bodies that remember when things were fresh and new. So that's one of the ideas behind Ageless Grace. So it doesn't really take a lot more explanation than that. I'm going to show you as we do each movement. I'll tell you what it is, and then you can just follow me in the movement, and we'll put on a different song for each movement. And of course, you know, listen to your body, make this movement your own. So if I'm doing something that feels too fast, too big, it's just something your body's not really able to do, or doesn't, you're like afraid that might be too much, do less, change it up if you want to. The movements are a guided suggestion. They're not, this is not the tango or something that's really, really detailed. So let's have some fun with Ageless Grace. And it is a workout. You may be surprised at how good a workout it can be in a chair. And so remember that if you need water or you need to take a little longer break between songs, go right ahead. And sometimes people say, can I stand up? Of course you can. It's not a problem. Ageless Grace was designed to be done in a chair. But if you are sick of being in the chair, your body says, can we just get up and go right ahead? And I always include in the class at least one opportunity for everybody to do that. So we'll do that during our dance party. All right, here we go. Get the music up. All right. Check volume, check my volume. All right. We are good. To share the screen. Advanced. Share. Okay, takes a little bit of time to just get it started. There we go. I go. Okay.
No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque
Hold on a
esa
minute.
misma noche encontré un amor. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. Parecía que estaba esperando tu momento de partir. Parecía haber observado mis momentos.
Okay. My brain's working a little slow this morning. It's only 9 o'clock here. So I didn't introduce the song. That's the only thing I didn't do. So we're going to do some Yo Baby to start with. And that sounds kind of like yoga, and that's kind of like what we're going to do. So we're going to do some slow stretches, reaches, that kind of movement. All right, so just follow me. Let's back it up.
Misma noche encontré un amor, no me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. Parecía que estaba esperando tu momento de partir. Parecía haber observado mis momentos junto a ti. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. Me abrazó el instante mismo que tú me dijiste adiós, y no fue una gran tristeza, fue como ir de menor a mayor. Tu regreso había esperado, mas te veía muy feliz. En los brazos de tu amada te olvidaste tú de
Looking
mí.
forward.
Mas ahora que recuerdas a mis brazos, vuelves ya. Seré por siempre tu amante, tu novia, la soledad. Si alguna vez regresas con aquella que te amó, sabes no será lo mismo, pues también me conoció. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. Soledad, siempre pertenecido a ti. Mi 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 soledad, siempre pertenecido a ti. Ay, soledad, siempre pertenecido a ti.
Right. All right, so that movement was called Yo Baby. And part of the reason I like to repeat the names is so like if you liked that one, make a mental note. That was a fun one, and you can do Ageless Grace on your own any other time. Get your chair, get your favorite music, and do some Yo Baby. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're going to do some spaghetti spine. So the names really tell you what it is. So moving our spine like spaghetti, like that S shape, undulating, circling around, and moving the parts that are connected to the spine. All right, the ends of the spine, like the neck or the hips and the tailbone area. All right, let's do it.
Just dig that scenery floating by. We're now approaching Newport, Rhode Island. We've been for years in variety. Jolly Knickerbocker, now we're going to be in high society. Yeah, I wanna play for my former pal. He runs the local jazz festival. His name is Dexter and he's good news, but some kinda tells me that boy's nice in the blue. In high society, high society, high society, high society. He's got the blues 'cause his former wife begins tomorrow a brand new life. She started lately a new affair, and now the silly chick is gonna marry a square. High society, square detail. Well, hey, high society. Why, brother Dexter, just trust your satch. Stop that weapon and kill that match. Tooting my trumpet to stop the fun, and play in such a way that she'll come back to you, son. In high society, high society, high society. By the borders of dead and Bob of the deep. Can you dig old Satchmo swinging in the beautiful high society? Your teeth.
What a fun song. All right. We're going to do some balancing act now, and just that one we just did was spaghetti spine. That is from the musical. Can't read it, but it's from a Broadway show. Maybe somebody knows which one that was from. All right, we're going to do some balancing act now. So you might be wondering, how the heck do you do a balancing act sitting in a chair? There's no balance required, right? So in a way, practicing in a chair, it takes that pressure off if balance is a little bit of an issue for you. But here's what we do to just help the balance functions in the brain. So it's a little hard to get my feet into the camera, but let me show you what I'm doing. So we're going to play with the balance point on the bottom of the foot. I'm just going to stand up and show you so you can see my feet, but we're not doing this actual. This is just what's going on, which you can't really see when I'm sitting. So we're going to play with the balance point, just like that. We're going to press with our feet onto the floor and come back and lift the heel. And you want to feel right into the middle of the foot, just below the ball of the foot is the balance point. So we're just kind of activating our feet. So that's part of what we do in balancing act. The other part is working with our vestibular balance, which is more about our head and our ears and the upper body. So what we do with that part is we might go side to side And how you practice your balance is that you keep a focus somewhere in the middle. So for me, it's pretty easy because all I have to do is look right at the camera, which is right in front of me. So maybe your screen or a little bit above the screen. So as you're moving your head, your eyes are staying pretty focused on that point. And this helps with your balance. So let's do a little balancing act here. Step and lift. Circle the ankle around. Better. That's good. Circle that ankle. Go the other way. Step, press, lift. Step, press, and lift. Other foot. Step, press, and lift. Then circle the knee and the ankle. Do both forward and back. Forward, back, lift and down. Alternate. Spread your toes out on the floor, really feel up. Listen up. All right, let's go up here. You do both feet and head. Woo! Up, down, lift and press. Hold the chair if you need to for balance. Little balancing act for you. All right, what do we have next? All right. We have the Rockin' Rockettes. So who remembers the Rockettes from Radio City Music Hall? The famous chorus line of these young women dancers, they'd be in a line, they'd be like step, kick, all in amazing timing, that whole row of legs lifting. So of course, we're not really trying to do that, but we're gonna do a lot of stuff with our legs. So important for so many reasons, mobility, support, just getting our feet and legs really activated here. So that we might do some of that Rockette move, just a step kick. Of course, I mean, I can't go as high as they can. You probably can't either. And just so you know, like if we're doing a leg lift, let me show you something. So if that's hard, because it takes some core strength and some leg strength, you can do this, just lift like that. And again, don't go higher than you can. Maybe your legs stay pretty low. That's fine. Right. Here we go. Whitney Houston for you. Oops, wrong song.
And the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've gone right up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, loneliness comes. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody.
Get out.
I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. I've been in love and lost my senses, spinning through the town. Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I wind up feeling down. I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. So when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Somebody who loves me. Somebody who to hold me in his arms. Oh, I need a man who take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. So when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah,
See if you can try this one.
with somebody who loves me. Come on, baby. Yeah. Now get with this. Whoa, don't you wanna dance with me, baby?
Let's do our dance.
With the boy.
Hi. Little rockin' rockettes there for you. See what we got next here. All right. All right, so we're gonna do a little imagination play now. Whoops, almost knocked my water over. So we're gonna do some front row orchestra. So even if you never played an instrument, or you, like me, I played some instruments, but I didn't really practice to get good enough at them. Doesn't matter. Maybe you're a musician too, and you get to play all the different instruments that we can use our imagination for. So we're going to listen to the music, and I'll pick out an instrument. If you hear a different instrument and you know how to do it, great. You know, we've got things like the horns, we've got trombone, we've got piano, drums, guitar. So I don't remember what's in this, but it's just a fun one. For this is from the musical Chicago. It sounds like a tuba. Make it a little bit louder.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down.
Tuba.
And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. And all
That jazz.
that jazz.
Clarinet.
Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes.
The tuba again.
And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hon, we're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case you shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. Skidoo. And all that jazz. Hacha!
Tuba.
And all that jazz.
The clarinet.
It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl. And all that jazz.
Listen, your husband ain't home, is he?
No, her husband is not at home. Find a flask, we're playing fast and loose.
And all that jazz.
Right up here is where I store the juice.
And all that jazz.
Come on, babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you lucky Lindy never flew so high. 'Cause in the stratosphere, how could he lend an ear to
Maybe the other
all
hand.
that jazz?
Trombone.
And all that
That
jazz.
trumpet.
She's gonna shimmy till her daughters break.
And all that jazz.
Show the way to pop her girdle. Oh, her mother's bloody curdle. Does she hear her baby squeal for
All that jazz.
And the tuba.
All that jazz.
That's a violin.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town and all that jazz?
And all that jazz.
I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down and all that jazz.
And all that jazz.
Start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the tune is cold but the piano is hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that. So that's it, huh, Fred?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, Roxy.
Oh.
Ellen, that's a fun one. I love that.
Oh, good. Yeah, that was fun, right? Yeah, so I'm just still like, I mean, I know some of the instruments, but I'm just still like learning to hear it and play it. So anyway, and it's just fun. All right, so we're going to go into a little dance party now. So here's where you get to just, you can follow me. You can also do your thing. And here's where if you feel like you're in the mood to get up and dance, which I'm going to do, but if you need to be in the chair, stay in the chair. It is just great. And free dance, and we'll imagine that we're all together in one of those good old-fashioned dance parties. I'm sure everybody's been to at least one in their lives in high school or college, somewhere along the line, hopefully more than one. No drugs or alcohol, no masks, no nothing, just pure plain fun. All right, dance party. We'll go into this song. What's happening? Play, please.
Slick your hair and
No.
wear your buckle shoes.
Give me the next song, please. There we go. Starts out a little quiet.
Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play because I play them too. Oh, but I need some time off from that emotion. Time to pick my heart up off the floor. Oh, when that love comes down with a devotion, well, it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you the door. 'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Because I got to have faith. Baby, I know you're asking me to stay. Say, please, please, please don't go away. You say I'm giving you the blues. Maybe you mean every word you say. I can't help but think of yesterday and another who tied me down to lovable rules. Before this river, there comes an ocean. Before you throw my heart back on the floor. Oh, baby, I reconsider my foolish notion. Well, I need someone to hold me, but I wait
minute, catch your breath, drink a little water. All right. Oh, wow. All right. Classes go fast, don't they? They do for me anyway. A little bit more. All right. And, Ageless Grace is also like interval training, which is when you go fast for a bit, then you stop, then you go fast again. It does, and that's really good for your heart rate. This is not high intensity interval training, which is really intense, but it's still good interval training for us. All right. Let's do a little dive in now. So dive in, like diving from a diving board or from the edge of a pool or a lake. So we'll do some dive movements and we'll do some other swim strokes too. So we're just going to have fun in the water in this one, cool down a little bit. And if you see me doing stuff like that, I'm splashing you. So splash me back, okay? Let's have some fun. All right.
Shadows grow so long before my eyes, and they're moving across the page. Suddenly the day turns into night.
Everybody.
Far away from the city, but don't, oh no, hesitate.
All.
I wanna be with you night and day. The moon appears to shine and light the sky.
All right, let's float on our back.
Of some firefly, I wonder how they have the power to shine, shine, shine. Well, I can see them under the pine. But don't, oh no, no, hesitate.
About a little side stroke.
Cause your love just won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I wanna tell you I love your way every day. I wanna be with you night and day. Oh, baby, please.
Little lazy crawl.
Every day. I will love you.
About a dog paddle.
I can see the sunset in your eyes, brown and gray
Making me all wet.
and blue besides. Clouds are stalking islands in the
A little
sun.
breaststroke.
I wish I could buy one out of season, but don't, oh no, no, hesitate, la di da, 'cause your love just won't wait, just won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I wanna tell you I love your way. I wanna tell you I will love your little ways. I wanna be with you night and day, every day and everywhere.
Backstroke.
Ooh, baby, I love you, baby. How I love your little ways. I wanna tell you
Freestyle. Right. That was Dive In. Hope you enjoyed your time in the water. And the great thing is, even if you don't know how to swim or you're scared of the water, it's all safe in Ageless Grace. All righty. We're going to do some spelling bee. So more kind of imagination and also the brain doing funny, making the brain and the body do unusual, funny things. So we're going to spell out the word respect while we dance to Aretha Franklin singing that song. And so not every minute, but we're going to spell out the word with our bodies. So let's see, what should we do? I never did this one before. Let's try this one. So let's start with our left ear. So we're going to imagine, don't go crazy like that, but imagine that you're using your left ear and you're going to spell like an R, capital block letter R, then an E, an S, and then we'll change it up some, but we'll start with our left ear. So you'll really find yourself moving in some odd ways for this one. Right. Little respect, y'all.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for
go.
respect when you come a little bit, baby, just
All
a
right.
little bit, just a little bit, mister, just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong while you gone. Ain't gonna do you wrong, all I'm asking is
All right, let's do it on right
just a
ear.
little bit, baby, just a little bit.
Here we go.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm out to give you all my money,
S,
and all I'm asking in return, honey,
E,
is to give me
E,
my promise when you get home. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
and that with a belly button.
Ooh, your kisses, sweeter than honey. And guess what? So is my money. All I want you to do for me
Let's
is
go it
give it to me
backwards.
when you get home. Whip it to me, just a little bit now, just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, T-F-T-C-T. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock
R.
it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me.
Let's just do an R. Sock it to me.
Just a little bit.
R.
Hold it tight, little bit. Keep on trying,
Backwards.
just a little bit. You're running out of food, little bit. I ain't lying, just a little bit.
E.
Respect me when you're home. When you say, okay.
All right. Little spelling bee for you. Let's see what do we got next here. Don't remember. So what song is this? Okay, this is a good one. A second. Let's see, what should we finish with? Let's do a little get down, get up. And this one's good for your heart. And you can do this at the pace of the music, or you can do it slower. And again, get down, get up, get down this way, whatever way, and up, going up and down. So we'll just play with the levels there. All right. Let's see. Yeah, nice song by Natalie Cole. All right. It's a little bit, my music, I try and vary it up. This one was a little jazzy today. Hope you like that. So we're pretty much wrapping up here. Take a minute, just breathe, take any last little slow stretches, check in with your body. Is there anything else you need to shake out, let loose? Need a little water, take a little water. Yeah. All right. So that was our Ageless Grace for our Saturday class. I teach this time on Saturday, this time on Wednesday. And because people have been asking for it, another Ageless Grace class has been added due to popular demand, as they say in showbiz. So that's going to be Thursday, 12:30 Eastern time, whatever that is in your time. So anyone want to share anything, ask any questions, check in, feel free. I also teach Qigong here on Get Set Up, and I teach a class on self-healing through touch. And, you know, just look for my name under the guides to see what else I'm teaching. And I just love dancing with all of you. I hope you've had a good time. Would love to hear from you. Yeah, you're so wonderful. I'm so glad. And yeah, I invite people to come join the class. And, you know, there's some people are watching this on the Facebook and on the YouTube. And of course you can do that, but you're more part of our party when you're with us. There's definitely a group energy going on here. I'm glad you like the music. Yeah. And last night I used to do this a long time ago. I wasn't like a real DJ, but for parties, I would put music together, and I haven't done that in since college days. And last night I was just sitting there going, okay, I have my playlist for the class. Wow, I just want to keep going. So watch out. Yeah, so good. Yeah, I try and mix it up and have some different cultures in there too. I mean, I grew up on the music of the 60s, 70s, 80s, everything since then too. But, I try and include some different stuff. We had a couple of Broadway songs in here today. And yeah, if you have any requests for kinds of music, send it on in, let us know. And yeah, hope you're feeling good, feeling fine. And keep coming back. And again, remember, you can do Ageless Grace yourself. Real simple. Just pick one or two of these things that you like. Rockin' Rockettes. Get down, get up. We did, what did we start with? I think we did some spaghetti spine. So if you do 2 songs or 3 songs, a song is typically about 3 minutes. It's about 10 minutes. And that's what the Ageless Grace founder Denise Medved suggests to people, like, just do it every day. I have to say, I don't always do it. I'm already teaching quite a lot, but anytime you do, it's just going to lift your mood and do something good for your brain and your body. So yeah, any other questions or anything else you want to share before we wrap it up? And remember, again, you can get the recording, and if you like this music especially, because I do repeat things, but I pretty much try and vary the playlists. So you might hear some repeats here and there. Like some of the songs are so great, like Respect is like made for a spelling bee, right? So you might hear some repeats, but mostly it's different. So yeah. All right, let me just take a quick look in the chat, see if there's anything else there. Good. Yeah. And here, I'll give you my email, my guide. You can email me through Get Set Up, of course. Just email to help at Get Set Up. If you need to reach me directly, there's an email for you. So, all right, have an amazing holiday weekend, or maybe if you're in another country, it might not be your holiday, but have a great weekend, everybody. And look forward to seeing you again. And remember to just come to class, try and get here on time or within the first 5 minutes so you don't get locked out. All right. You can always get in even if that does happen, but it's just going to take a little bit more doing on your part. So keep on moving, keep on grooving, and see you all again sometime soon, I hope. All right. Bye for now.